You know that dream of building your very own custom PC, but then you get hit with just how complicated it all is, and maybe you put it off. Well, today we're going to look at a tool that is a total game changer, turning that complex dream into a pretty stunning 3D reality.
Okay, so let's just start with the core problem, right? The dilemma that pretty much every single PC builder faces. It's that razor-thin line between an amazing dream project and a very, very expensive headache. And that really is the big question, isn't it? On one hand, you've got the absolute thrill of creating a machine that's built just for you. But on the other hand, there's that little voice in the back of your head, that nagging fear that something could go seriously wrong.
And look, those fears are totally valid. You're constantly asking yourself, are these parts even going to work together? Is this giant graphics card actually going to fit in this case? Am I getting ripped off? You get paralyzed by all these questions and just worry that one wrong click could sink the entire build.
But what if I told you there's a new way to build? Something that cuts right through all of that chaos with a really elegant, modern solution.
And that solution is called BuildCores. Think of it as the ultimate next-generation PC builder. It's designed from the ground up to take that whole planning process and make it not just simple, but actually visual, and, dare I say, fun.
I mean, think about the old way, right? It was just juggling confusing spreadsheets, having a million browser tabs open, and basically just crossing your fingers and hoping that all the parts would fit. BuildCores just throws all that out the window. It replaces it with an interactive 3D check, an all-in-one platform, and real-time price comparisons. It's a massive, massive leap forward.
And this brings us to the absolute coolest part, the one feature that really sets this whole thing apart, and that is visualizing your dream rig. It's been called a revolutionary full 3D viewer, and you know what? That is not an exaggeration. We're not talking about a simple list of parts here. We're talking about a virtual workbench where you literally see your PC come to life right in front of your eyes. And the process itself? It could not be easier. You just select your components from all the latest hardware. You virtually place them right into the case. And then you can spin it, zoom in, check every single angle. Will that giant CPU cooler clear the RAM? Do the colors of my cables and fans actually look good together? You know the answer instantly, before you've spent a single penny.
But, and this is the best part, that amazing 3D viewer is really just the beginning. This whole platform is packed with intelligent tools running behind the scenes, all making sure you build a smarter rig.
So for example, there's an intelligent compatibility engine. That means no more worrying about mismatched motherboard sockets or RAM that's too tall. The system just won't let you make that mistake. It automatically compares prices across different stores to find you the best deal. And get this, it even has performance benchmarks, so you can see your estimated FPS in games before you ever buy a part. You know exactly what you're paying for.
And it just keeps going. You can set up sales alerts for parts you want, create and save as many builds as you like, and sync them across your devices. It's constantly being updated by the community with the newest hardware. It even works offline. Plus, if you're into the Quasa ecosystem, you can actually earn rewards just for planning out your build. Pretty cool. Now, for all you serious builders and enthusiasts out there, this is key. The tool is totally future-proof. It's already getting ready for the next wave of hardware. We're talking Ryzen 9000, Intel Core Ultra, even the upcoming RTX 50 series. So you can be confident your planning is always happening on the cutting edge.
So when you bring it all together, what really is the big advantage here? What's the bottom line? Well, how about this for an answer? A 4.8 out of 5 user rating. Look, a rating that high doesn't just happen. It really speaks volumes about how well this thing delivers on its promises. And when you dig into why people rate it so highly, it always comes back to two things: that amazing, innovative 3D viewer, and just how incredibly simple and intuitive the whole platform is to use.
And what's so great is that this tool is for everyone. It's for the beginner who is absolutely terrified of buying the wrong part. It's for the pro who's chasing every last frame per second. It's for creators who need a very specific kind of performance. And it's for the enthusiast who wants their rig to look just as incredible as it performs. In the end, it all just boils down to these three simple things. You get to plan your entire build with total confidence. You get to visualize every single detail in 3D. And because of all that, you end up saving a ton of time, money, and, most importantly, stress.
So, with a tool that completely removes all the fear and the guesswork from the equation, your perfect PC isn't just a dream anymore. It's just a few clicks away. Which really only leaves one final, very exciting question. What are you going to build first?